Okay, so I've had the bike since early May. Put about 1,200 miles on it, which isn't necessarily a lot. I do live outside of Phoenix, and I really don't like riding when it's over 100. Um, so days off, mornings, but I don't commute to work on it like I had wanted to. Last week we did have some nice weather, so I did actually commute most days. This is a Ninja 500 SE. It's essentially stock. I did buy the taller accessory seat. Gives about an inch extra leg room. 54, a little over 6 feet tall, so it's actually made quite a difference on my knees and everything else. The bike has pretty much been flawless. The only other thing that I've done is I've got these spools, because I do have a Pitbull back stand that I bought for a previous bike years ago. More of a convenience thing for cleaning and changing, cleaning and lubing up the rear sprocket, cleaning the rear wheel. I'm not a modder, so I don't think I'll be doing anything as far as tail tidy, aftermarket exhaust, aftermarket, even like a slip-on, $500 or whatever, like a Acropolic will cost you. You're gonna get 2 horsepower. The bike's very clean. There's one day I was out for a ride. I don't know if it came off my tire or a car next to me, but a rock came up, scratched the exhaust. No big deal. Cosmetic, not functional. It's been a great small displacement bike. I guess a lot depends on what you're looking for. Obviously, I don't remember what I paid out the door for this, $7,500, $8,000. Once you get to used bikes, you can buy a heck of a lot more bike for the money. But if you're looking for new, this bike is kind of tough to beat, in my opinion. It's surprisingly quick with a 451cc parallel twin. Gets good fuel economy. I'm getting a little over 60 miles to the gallon. Kawasaki did engineer the motor to run on 87 octane, so that's a nice perk too. Thrifty, and you can run on the low octane stuff. Trying to think of what else. I guess for my opinion, if this is a bike you're looking at getting, I would recommend either the base bike with whatever paint scheme you're looking for, save some money that way. Or if you're gonna get a bike with ABS, you might as well spend a few extra $100 and get the SE version. You get a bunch of extra stuff, whether it's the taller windscreen, the TFT display. You get a little bit of tank protection stuff on there. It does come standard with the solo seat cowl. I do have the passenger seat, but this is pretty much a just me bike, so I won't be putting that back on. It does come with these frame sliders in the front here. Just gotta kind of tip that up. You can see that screen for the radiator protector, LED lighting. Let's see, but it's been a fun little bike. I did try and break it in by the manual because I want to keep it for a long time. I've already done the 600,000cc thing, so my need for hair on fire speed is kind of waned. But who knows? Never say never. I do think if I lived in a place where the climate was not so extreme outside of Phoenix here, I probably would have looked at a Ninja 650, or if my wife was interested in going two up, maybe a Ninja 1000 SE. Just a better, roomier bike for passengers. A little more oomph as well. Something that comes in handy when you've got a passenger. Yeah, not a lot of negatives on this thing. I like that it's, you know, largely a full-sized motorcycle. You know, again, I'm a little over 6 feet, geared up probably 200 pounds or so. Especially with that accessory seat, I do find it very roomy and comfortable. The only kind of negatives, minor. I really wish they'd called it a Ninja 450, Ninja 451, something like that, instead of the 500, because I know inevitably, you know, 4 or 5 years from now, they're gonna do something with the bike, you know, a little, I don't know if they'll stroke it again, or a little bore, and now you've got 470, 480 cc's, and I guess they're gonna call it the Ninja 500 again. I guess that'll be something we'll have to look back on once they do that. And like one other thing, a couple other things, I guess. I do kind of wish that it was geared a little bit taller. Maybe one tooth down in the front, the rear sprocket or something. I don't think it would really hurt any of the acceleration performance stuff, or at least it wouldn't be noticeable. Just makes it a little more usable, less vibey on the highway, even though it's fairly smooth. Slightly better fuel economy. And it would add weight, but I would ideally like a bigger gas tank. You know, my first few bikes had, I want to say 4.9 5-gallon tanks. And when you're getting 60 miles a gallon or so, this thing would have some real range to it. Anyway, it's a great little bike for those looking to get something like this. I mean, competitors, you've got the CBR 500. A coworker actually bought one of those CF Moto 450 SS's. It's new, so I don't know what sort of riding he's really done with it. Hopefully we can get on a group ride sometime and we can see how the motors compare. It does look a lot more aggressive. The handlebars are mounted kind of under the, you know, under this area here, so it's got a bit more aggressive stance to it. On the front, it's got wings like a MotoGP bike. I'm not sure why a bike with high 40 horsepower would need that. It does look cool, I guess. But anyway, I guess for a 1,200 mile review or so, the bike has been great. And I guess if you've got questions, leave them in the comments. Get a quick little flash of the car that I just washed. Shiny. Anyway, back to the Ninja 500. You guys have a great day. Bye.